And then I'm going to share my screen. Bless you. I think it might have been a sneeze. I don't know. Did I wave? I don't know if I did big waves. So I'm going to do big waves. So good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday. Super excited for tonight. Like I said, we have a very, very special guest, phenomenal woman. And before we jump in to hear from these ladies, I just want to remind all of you about our event that we have coming up. I could not be more thrilled with what our leaders are putting together for our event that is coming up in February. And I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of crazy how quickly time flies. Like, I feel like it was just last February, and here we are. It's December. The year is almost through, and we're coming up on another phenomenal event. So if you guys didn't get your tickets yet, please don't wait. I know that sometimes we think, oh, we can put it off and we can put it off, we can put it off. We really can't, because there aren't that many left. So please make sure that you remind your friends and your teammates that may want to be there to go grab their tickets. You can take a screenshot of this and use your phone just to go to those links. We do have very few rooms left at the hotel. We actually filled the place, which is really fun. And so you can still get some rooms, but they're the higher end rooms. So they are discounted, but they're the nicer rooms, different views. They have, bunk beds and different things in there. So it's not the basic rooms. We don't have any more of those, but they are still discounted. So just know that you're getting a great deal. So grab your room if you can. And if not, well, we'll all bunk together. We'll figure it out. And then the next thing I wanted to do is make sure that you all are registered for our Slenderized Body Transformation Challenge. This is going to be so much fun. I hope you're getting the word out to your entire team, all of your customers. I will tell you, that's what I've been focusing on these last few days since I found out about it. I'm messaging every single customer that's ever bought drops with me. And I've said, hey, I know you wanted to make some changes in your body, and I'm so excited for you. And you know what? You could be rewarded for that. So we've got a great challenge. You could win up to $750, blah, blah, blah. So telling them all about it. And you guys can register right this minute. So if you haven't registered yet, hover your phone over this, take a screenshot, do all the things that you need to do to go get registered. Just know that it's kind of a two-part process. So you're going to register here. And then on January 3rd, set an alarm in your phone, because you've got to go submit your photo in order to officially be a contestant. And there's some rules around those pictures and some things you've got to do. All the details will be on that link, but don't miss out, because you'd be really bummed if you started the process and then you didn't get your picture in there. So with that, I believe that I do have our first very special guest. So you guys hopefully know Dr. Kristal, and if you know her, you love her. If you don't know her, well, I'm going to introduce you tonight. So Dr. Kristal, I've had the privilege of working with her, gosh, well, I would say like 7 years, but it might actually be longer than that I've had the privilege of working with this woman. She is a phenomenal leader. She is an expert in health and business, and she's got a special guest that she's going to introduce us to tonight. So I'm going to stop my share, and I believe that I saw her.
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. Yay. Okay, I'm going to bring you up here so I can see you. I just talked to her, so I know that she's going to be on here soon, but you just wanted to see if you can make me a little nervous. So hi.
I did. I'm sorry. All of a sudden I was like, I'm really pasty white. I need some red lipstick.
Well, you look great. You look absolutely gorgeous. And I do want to say something right before you get started, and then I'll be quiet. Guys, Kristal's going to explain a little bit more about this, but we are going to be doing a phenomenal giveaway in this Zoom. And in order to win, I'm going to need to be able to pick your name on the screen. So we're going to do some comments, all that kind of stuff. But if you are on here as LG Stylo 6, I don't know who you are. If you're on here as iPhone, I don't know who you are. So on your screen, you can change your name, put your name in there so that you have the opportunity to win, because we want to be able to draw your name so that you can win. So I'm going to shush. I'm going to turn the floor over to Dr. Kristal, and I cannot wait. I got my notebook here. I'm ready to take some notes from our phenomenal speaker. So thank you so much.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm so excited about this evening. I'm so very excited for you guys to meet my friend, Cynthia Blackwell. And a little bit of story here. I would not have known Cynthia if it was not for my dad, Dave Vance, the master networker. And my dad, this is a golden nugget for you. My dad met Cynthia at a networking event because he goes into his community and he goes to all of the places where everybody else is trying to meet people. And he met Cynthia. And he said, I think you and my daughter are really going to hit it off. And so he set us up for a lunch date, and her and I showed up, and it was like we had met a longtime friend. Like instantly, we were sitting there going back and forth. There's Miss Cynthia, going back and forth. And like I felt like I had a new best friend. And I love that we've become really good friends. And she does live here in Florida. But this woman is incredible. Now there's so many companies that Cynthia acts as a consultant for. They bring her in because her statement, I love it. It's pretty bold. She says, I guarantee you will achieve explosive success. How can I make such a bold statement? Because I have been you, I have worked with you, and I know it's possible. And then she says the first step is to take action. And tonight, she's going to put the 3 things together that you need for that to happen for you. Now, I want you to know that last year, this time of the year, I brought Cynthia in to EGW, which is my team. All of us together make up EGW. It stands for Empower Generations Worldwide. So EGW hosted Miss Cynthia, and she had us go through and read a book that she wrote. She gave us, I'm probably sure, the same worksheet that she plans on talking and telling you all about. And all I've got to say is I had explosive success. My team had explosive success. And she said, can I come back again and do it again this year? And I'm like, yeah, but you know what's different? She's one of us now. Cynthia is here. She just hit a new rank. What is your rank, Cynthia?
Senior supervisor.
Brand new senior supervisor. She has an exploding team, and the people that she has been absolutely incredible. But we were going to keep her to our team. And then when Brent, Mr. Palmer, came to Florida to help us celebrate the explosive success of the entire Vance team, being Dave and Bev Vance hitting a new rank, not by accident. Cynthia is a part of their team working. You guys, what she's going to share with you tonight, if you will take it and you will use it, you will have explosive success in every area of your life, not just in your business, because our lives are way more than business. And so with that, I know this is going to be hard, but I'm going to zip it. I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to let Cynthia do what Cynthia does. Now, Cynthia, I digress. I said it first before you had a chance. I digress, is going to give some things away. So don't get off of here. Stay on and make sure you have an opportunity to hear what it is she's going to give away to all of you. I love you, friend. Thank
I
you
love you too.
so
You're so
much.
beautiful.
Thank you for giving. You guys, she gets paid lots and lots of money to teach to you tonight for free. So this is our holiday gift. It's Cynthia's, but I'm gonna snag it because I haven't had time to shop. So it's all for you too from me. Love you.
I
Thank
love you too. Okay, can I share my screen? All
You
right.
should have the ability. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. We're going to go right to the beginning. Well, hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you. I know we all keep saying that, but check this out. Listen, I've got a lot of energy. I'm going to talk fast, get a piece of paper out and a pencil, write down things that resonate for you, because if you take it from here and here down your arm and write it down, the chances of you remembering it increases up to 90%, because studies show within 24 hours, you will have forgotten 50% of what I talk about tonight, okay? The other thing is, I get really excited, you're gonna get really excited, so slip your socks and shoes off, climb up in your chair, Indian style, get comfortable, and hold on, because it's gonna be a fun ride, okay? The beautiful part is this is being recorded, so you can go back and watch it. The other thing is, I'm a part of the family. So all you have to do is reach out on Facebook, or you can find me. Okay, I promise. Reach out and I'm here to help you. Okay, with that, let's have some fun and get started. Do you hear that? Yeah. Okay, let's get pumped up, because in 2024, it's going to be incredible. Now, as I spend time with you these few minutes, I'm going to be talking about personal and professional, because we live real lives. However, I am going to focus my attention 80% to 85% on our professional life. However, again, there is going to be some of that focus on personal, because we need to have a healthy balance between personal and professional in order for us to truly experience explosive success and have true joy and peace in our heart and happiness. So with that, yeah, let's continue. Now, as we spend these few moments together, be intentional, choose to engage, tell everybody to leave you alone, no interruptions, turn your phone off, set it aside, be open to learn something new and the power of one idea. You've got the chat, so I'm going to encourage you to put some hearts, some thumbs up, some claps, some happy faces. Let Andrea know, let Dr. Kristal know, let me know that you're appreciating this information, okay? And it's resonating for you. Now, my goal as we spend time together is to remind you of things that you already know, give you something new to think about, but really it's both, okay? We have a toolbox of experiences. We have a toolbox of skill sets that we've acquired over the years. For some like me, a few more than some of you that are younger than me. All right. Now, learning styles. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because we are educating our customers. We're serving people. We are also educating our team and colleagues, because we are a family and we all want to support each other's success. Having said that, as human beings, here's the magical power of 3. We have 3 learning styles. I would like to help you create the habit around remembering this and using this and keeping it in mind, as again, we are having those educational conversations, whether with a customer, with a potential team member, a new brand partner, or a colleague, a new colleague that we're supporting and helping their success. Okay, if we listen to people, people will tell us who they are and what they need from us. And so if we practice visual learning is about 65%, people will say, show that to me again. Print that so I can see it, feel it, hold it. They need to see it. Next, they'll say, tell me that again. Or the least we usually hear is kinesthetic or on the job. Now, if we always practice, and I don't usually use always or never, but in this particular case, I will. If we get into the habit of let me show you, let me tell you, let me do it with you, the chance of success for whoever it is that we're supporting increases immensely. And if we think about it, we're already practicing that much with our upline, and then of course our colleagues. So do you agree? If yes, give me some thumbs up. Okay, now here are 3 objectives I'm going to spend quality time on with you. Let's get into the meat of it. Get your pencils ready. Okay, number 1 is going to be me, myself, and I in self-awareness. The reason why I'm starting there is because we all have characteristics of our personality that support our success, natural motivators, okay? But we also have those lesser strengths or those stressors or those characteristics of our personality that we naturally self-sabotage. And so if we are aware of both, we can leverage the strengths to propel us forward. And then if we're aware of our lesser strengths, notice I'm not saying weaknesses, lesser strengths or characteristics of our personality that are less favorable, then we can surround ourselves with accountability partners that strengthen those and lovingly and supportive hold us accountable, as well as the flip side of that coin, that check and balance is we can create processes and procedures around those lesser strengths when we recognize them. So then that way we can minimize the negative impacts to really support those positives to propel us forward. Now, the second that we're going to focus on are habits and beliefs, specifically related around the income producing activities, IPAs, people, because if we focus on generating revenue, bringing that into our business, okay, supporting, increasing our income into the home, we can find special people, we can hire people, we can solve problems, okay? Because we can find the right resources and people to help us get it done. If that makes sense to you, give me some thumbs up. Now, the third category that we're going to focus on are our top 3 categories that we should focus on every single day. Top 3 categories of focus, for example, per quarter. And then very importantly, third, our top 3 categories of focus for the year. And then we create goals and objectives underneath each of those that hold us accountable and support us for forward movement and goal achievement. If that makes sense, give me some thumbs up, because we're going to go into more detail with that. And absolutely, I have a cheat sheet, a daily sheet to fill out that encompasses words of affirmation. I'm going to touch on that in just a moment. Your top 3 categories of focus, so you get a lot more accomplished. 3 times the amount of focused task accomplished. And then third, there's a slot for you to also put a quote for spirituality, to feed your spirituality, or to place scripture to keep you on point and on target for that too. Okay, if you're ready to move on, give me some claps. Let's make this happen. I'm excited. Now, very importantly, try and fail, but don't fail to try. Do you notice this looks more like a science experiment? Listen. Don't be afraid to try social media. Do y'all see Dr. Kristal? This woman, or Coach Palmer, they're just like naturals. You look at them and you see them and you go, oh, I wish I could do that and look so cool and just so calm and classy and just like, wow. You can, but it takes practice. The first few times you're going to feel silly and you might make some mistakes, and you know what? It's okay. Try and fail, but don't fail to try. If you go look at my social media and you look at some of the stuff that I put out right before the pandemic, like fixing my hair and doing my makeup, I did a video that I was going to go check the mail and have a conversation like across the fence with the mailman because I was so lonely. Anyway, you get the picture. Try and fail, but don't fail to try. Okay, now let's talk about self-awareness and who you are and how to really harness who you are. Now, we're going to practice DISC. So for those of you that are familiar with DISC, or even other personality assessment surveys, profiles, things of that nature, we're going to focus on DISC because for me, DISC is easiest to memorize, easy to create habits around, and just really easy to use. Now, we're going to focus on 2 things: a person's pace. People connect in accordance to pace. So if you find that with new brand partners or potential new brand partners or your team members, there are those where you just click like a magnet. It's because your pace is similar. And so when you're looking at pace on this graph, if there was any part of this presentation that I would want you to print when you get your hands on it after it's recorded, it would be this sheet, okay? Because literally I practice what I preach. I have the sheet right here in front of me. And I use it constantly. And if you and I were working together one-on-one, that would be right next to your desk and in your purse or in your briefcase or your folder. Okay, so pace. You're either fast paced, like me, talk fast, move fast, make fast decisions, or you're more moderate paced, more analytical. You pay attention to the details and you're moderately paced. You do not make decisions quickly, okay? So whichever your pace is, I want you to write that down on your piece of paper. If you say to yourself, well, I can be fast, I can turn it on, I can. It's okay, you can, but naturally you're more moderately paced. So let's go with that, okay? Now, next are priorities. This is how we make decisions and this is how we approach things when it comes to problem solving, okay? The two on one side, the D's and the C's, they're more about the facts, process, and procedure, okay? So they are about getting the task done and moving forward. Nothing wrong with that. The other two people, and I'm going to go into more details and keep reminding you, okay? The other two, the I's and the S's, are emotionally charged and they are about the people, okay? So the D's and the C's are saying to the I's and the S's, listen, remove emotion from this. Let's look at the facts and the data. And the I's and the S's are like, we need to make sure that people feel good about whatever it is that we're giving to them, okay? So when people seem to be difficult, like you're not getting through to them, I want you to step back, take a deep breath and ask yourself, where are they at potentially on this chart? Because they're just different, okay? Now, these two people, again, fast-paced, assertive, they want to move things forward, okay? They're going to make decisions quickly. Yeah, I want to try those drops, or yeah, I want to sign up, be a brand partner. Yeah, tell me more about that, okay? Dive right in and go for it, okay? Pay attention to people, because if we pay attention to them, they will tell us who they are and what they want from us. Now, if this is you, when it comes to the planning process and creating your roadmap, it's okay for you to move fast. Trust me, I move fast too. But what's very important is that we have a 3-step process as we're creating our roadmap to move forward, because this is going to make sure that we've put a little bit of attention on some of the details as to how we're going to get there. Okay, if this makes sense and you're fast paced, give me some claps in the chat. Now, the C's and the S's, if you're more moderate paced, which means you do not walk fast, you do not make decisions quickly, you pay attention to the roses, okay? You stop and smell the roses. Now, if this is you, then that's wonderful that you are moderately paced. Thank you for paying attention to the details from the bottom of my fast-paced heart. However, in order for you to have a roadmap, clearly defined goals and objectives to hit the ground running in January, you need, are you ready? A 3-step process to prepare you so that way you've got a deadline to start implementing things and moving forward, okay? If that makes sense to you, my C's and S's, I want you to give me some thumbs up. Remember, we're focused on pace right now. Now, next, I'm not rushing you. Do not rush yourself. If you need a little more time, set a deadline and give yourself just a little more time, and then make sure you've made friends with a couple of fast-paced people to hold you accountable to keep you moving forward, okay? Now, from a priorities perspective, if this is you, our D's and our C's are fact, process, logic. Some people will call them pessimists, the I's and the S's. They're really realists. They're looking at the facts. They're looking at taking action and driving results and measuring those results. Accuracy, okay? That's our C. That's okay. That's beautiful and it's perfect. If that's you and you're a DC, then awesome. by creating this process, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. It's the A, the B, and the C, the 1, the 2, and the 3. There's the magical power of 3 yet again. We're going to get into that in just a moment, how easy it's going to be for you to just fill in the blanks, so to speak, to move forward, okay? It's a process for you. Grab it and hold on to it like a safety net or like a comfort blanket. Now, these two people are I's and S's. Remember, they're emotionally driven. They're all about people and the relationship, and they're optimistic. And the issue or a problem is merely a challenge that we can overcome, and it's an opportunity. If this is you, that's fantastic. You're passionate about your dreams. You're passionate about your vision. You're passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. What's very important is you're also social. Sometimes you can be too social. And get distracted. Oh, squirrel, shiny, pretty. Whoa. Okay. So it's very important for us to have some D's and C's with us. So then that way they can hold us accountable, pull your head out of the sky, and let's start taking action. Okay. Let's stop talking about it and let's take some action, because you also need to have that 1, 2, 3, that ABC process in order for you to start implementing, because now you have clearly defined categories of focus and clearly defined goals and objectives. Okay. We've got lots of comments in the chat. It makes me feel so good when we get comments in the chat. Now, getting back to the big graph here, wherever you feel comfortable, your pace, and then what your priorities are, I want you to write them down on your sheet, because now we're going to go more into details about the people that you have surrounding you now to support your success, because we need to do an evaluation to ensure that the people that you're spending a tremendous amount of time with are truly challenging you and helping you to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, so you continue to grow. Okay. For those of you that follow Dave Ramsey says 2 things, one in particular that I love, and that is this: if you do an assessment of the people that you spend the majority of your time with, if the people around you make $75,000 a year, for example, within 12 to 18 months, you will be approximately, I think it's like 6 to 10% within their income range. So if you are striving to drive and make your first million in 2024, then evaluate the people that you're spending a lot of time with and start expanding your sphere of influence and hanging out with people that are accustomed to making 2 million a year, because that's then going to really challenge you. You'll start thinking like them. You'll start taking actions like them. If that makes sense to you, thumbs up, okay, in the chat. Now, birds of a feather flock together. I want to drive that point home again. Think about the people that you're spending time with, okay? What are you talking with them about? Are they referral partners? In other words, introducing you, helping you expand your sphere of influence? Are they holding you accountable to the goals and objectives and dreams and vision that the two of you share with each other? And are they doing it in a loving way, in an encouraging, healthy, positive way? Okay. If they're not, then consider making a change. Now, let's talk about your morning routine. And what are the things that you're doing every single morning to set yourself up for success, not sex. I just tickled myself. Oh. Okay. Your morning routine. 3 things very important to set you up for success. If you notice, I keep tossing the number 3 at you. We live it, y'all, every single day in everything that we do. Okay. Your spiritual self. Feed your spirituality. I'm merely sharing here with you the prayer that I say every single morning when my size 8 feet hit the ground and before I start doing my stretching. I'm preparing my spiritual self to conquer my day. Second thing, my mindset. Today I am are the 3 most powerful words in any language, and we all say it. Studies have shown that the average human being says 10 negative things to 1 thing in our head. So control the crazy person in your head that's saying not nice things, or, you know, that devil that likes to whisper mean things, plant seeds, and then, you know, our mind takes over. Anyway, today I am focused. Today I'm taking bold steps. Today I'm going to share joy and kindness all day. I say that when I get up in a little bit of a grumpy mood just to help me. And, you know, we've all been there. But anyway, whatever it is that you're saying to yourself, write it down. Okay. Even on with an expo pen on your mirror in the bathroom. Okay. Now, next, the third thing is physical activity. You can accomplish all three of these things within the first 30 minutes to 45 minutes of your morning. Now, the other important thing is write this down, y'all. Do a Google search for your sleep animal for the sleep doctor. It's a free quiz for you to identify which sleep animal you are, okay? This quiz will tell you the best time for you to get up, the most productive time of day for you. Now, having said that, my recommendation to you is if you get up at 6 a.m., set your alarm for 5:45. Give yourself that extra 15 minutes in the morning for you to prepare yourself, your spiritual self, your mindset, and your physical body. Within 30 minutes of every morning, you can set yourself up for success and change your life. Change your life can be as simple as, and you get the picture, right? And then, of course, be sure and take your drops, people. And remember, social posts at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Okay, if you relate to that, can I get some claps? Can I get some claps? Okay. And if you don't know how to do it, it's on boards or reach out to any of us, right? Okay. Now, let's talk about our top three categories. This is where it will blow your mind how focusing on three categories and task items of priority under each one of these, okay? It touches business and personal, 80% here, 15 to 20% here, okay? Now, income producing activity, absolutely. Customers, community, and your team, okay? Domestic bliss, what is domestic bliss? Doctor's appointments. Oh, hey, let me take some ground meat out of the freezer. So then that way, when I get back, the meat's thawed and I can cook dinner. Or let me pop a load of towels in the washer. It'll be done. I can throw it in the dryer before I go flying out the door to deliver my 3 boxes of drops. Okay. So you get the picture. Now let's talk about income producing activity. What is it that you're doing every single day? Again, here's what I have found to be very effective, triple productivity, triple the results. If you were only to have 3 things underneath here every single day, I'm going to schedule my posts and comments. I'm going to call 3 people. I'm going to, and if it were 3 things that were focused on driving revenue for each one of your businesses, maybe you're just focused on Partner Co. and your brand partner building your business. Okay, great. 3 categories there. You know, people that I'm following up for drops, existing customers and that have been on the drops for a month or 2 months and what my follow-up looks like for them and conversations. It's income producing activity. And then third, am I attending religiously the 10-15 calls, because those are amazing and they're really helpful. They're educational. They inspire me. They give me new ideas and inspiration. But again, what are the 3 things minimum, 3 categories or 3 actions that I'm taking under income producing activity every single day? That's your number 1 priority of focus. That will have the most activity in it. Your next, daily 10-15 call. Sorry, I got excited a moment ago. But your daily 10-15 call, these things are incredible. The commitment to do your income producing activity. And then very importantly, having accountability. Accountability down with your team, and then accountability with your upline, accountability with your colleagues, and supporting each other. Okay? If that makes sense, give me some hearts in the chat, because I have to have accountability. We all do. Again, income producing habits, social posts, 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. How many of you, show of hands, how many of you sit and schedule them once a week? All you need is 15 minutes, tops, okay, tops. And then what are your top 3 categories for the day to drive revenue? And then what does your morning routine look like? That's what's going to set you up for success. Okay, second category of focus, customers, my team, and then how am I giving back in the community? The more I give, the more I receive. The more I receive, the more I give. When you're focused on customers and taking care of them and making sure that they're having progress, that they're participating in the communities, and they're participating in the challenges, you're helping them to stay inspired and focused. We need, as human beings, we need community. Your customers need the community. And then you're developing your team, investing in them just a few moments a day. If you have 10 people that you're building and focusing on, and once a day, we have 5 days in a week, we're sending a message once a day to 2 of them. Wow, the impact that it has on people. And then very importantly, how you're giving back to the community and what you're doing. Because by the way, when we go out to church and we go out and we're volunteering at nonprofits and we're giving back to the community, working in a food bank, the church, I mean, whatever that looks like, are we meeting people? Yeah. Are we meeting people that need hormone balance? Yeah. Are we meeting people that need renew? Yeah. Are we meeting people that need the probiotic? Their kids need vitamins? Yeah. Are we meeting people that need additional income, that they could use an extra $1,000 a month coming into their home? That would be a yeah. So again, an opportunity to meet people, to continue to feed and fill your pipeline. And then the third category, domestic bliss. Again, I talked about that a moment ago. Doctor's appointments. What am I cooking for dinner? How many loads of laundry do I need to do? I need to call a reminder, because you're looking at this sheet all day long. A reminder, I need to call mama today. Don't get too busy that you forget to call your mom, okay? Or I need to send a text to my sister, or I need to follow up with this particular, whatever that might look like. But domestic bliss. How many of y'all relate to that one? Thumbs up? Yes. Because domestic bliss, we all have a life. We have, you know, personal commitments as well, okay? And this is what, when I opened up and Dr. Kristal introduced me, I talked about 80% will focus on the business side, right? Your professional, but then that 15 to 20%, we want success. We want balanced happiness, joy, and success in our life, okay? And in order to do that, we need to make sure that we put a percentage of focus on domestic bliss, okay? Makes sense? Oh, go back now. Now let's talk about habits and beliefs. The reason why I combine these is because our beliefs drive our habits, and our habits tend to feed the beliefs. Tell me if that makes sense to you, okay? So let's define it for a second here. So what is a habit? It's a settled or regular tendency and practice, especially one that is hard to give up, like smoking, biting your fingernails, right? Okay. So what makes up a habit? Here you go. Magical number, power of 3, okay? 3 things to make up a habit. It's a trigger or a cue. So let's pretend like it's food. You're sitting here, you're working, you're hanging out with me right now, you smell something delicious. You hear some bacon crackling in the kitchen. Hey, what's going on? You start salivating, that's the cue. Ooh, it's exciting. Ooh, I smell the bacon. Then the action or routine is you get up, you go looking for the food. The reward is you receive it. And so think about, as you are taking notes, and as you're thinking about creating your roadmap to success, what are triggers for you that propel you forward? Okay, as you're getting to know yourself and thinking about yourself, what are the routines? What are the action? What are the rewards that you receive? Are they positive or are they negative? Okay, like procrastination. Okay, and then now what is a belief? I used to think that we could not adjust or modify our belief system, that once we had a belief system, it was done, until it took me a decade of research and working on the tips and the principles and just the tips and the magical power of 3. Psychologists say we can most definitely modify or change our belief systems, because again, our habits feed those beliefs. Okay, now what is a belief? a feeling that someone or something exists or is true, a mental state of having some stance, take, or opinion about something. So have you ever had an opinion about something and then come to find out, whoa, I don't really have all of the facts and your opinion changes. And so if you have any qualms or belief about experiencing explosive success, then let's work on that. I want you to write down 3 people's names that can help you with your belief that yes, you can. Whatever we believe, we can achieve. And if you request it and believe, you better plan to receive because it's coming. You are a part of a group of people that are going to achieve incredible success in 2024. So welcome to the group of some really amazing people. You will achieve incredible, incredible success. So believe it. Give me some claps on that one, would you? Some claps. Okay, now, what makes up a belief? So check this out. Psychologists believe that by the age 7, most of our patterns of behavior or beliefs, our beliefs and our habits are formed. We get them from our parents. But here's the thing. We don't have to say, well, you know, my mom and dad, I'm a lot like my mom, and my mom, you know, it's just always been this way. No. Yes, you can have some beautiful, wonderful, you know, physical qualities or characteristics that you look like your mother. You can even have some of her incredible, wonderful qualities, but don't ever think that you cannot shift some of those beliefs that yes, you can be a multimillionaire, or you don't have a bachelor's degree. You cannot go, oh no, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Give me some claps on that one. Come on now. Yes, I'm looking at you. Y'all are some beautiful people. Okay. Try and fail, but do not fail to try. If you need some inspiration and help, then all you have to do is reach out. We're here. Now, get your pencils out because here's your homework that I want you to work on for you. This is only my first invitation. I'm going to say a little prayer and keep my fingers crossed like this, that they invite me back, so then that way I can help us all really ensure that we're going to experience explosive success. So first thing I want you to do is I would like for you to reflect and review. You're going to have a total of 4 sheets of paper, okay? 2 for each question. So the first question is, what went well in 2024? You're going to do personal and professional, and just write it all out. You might even have to do it in a couple of different sessions, okay? Then the next couple of sheets is, what could have been better in 2024? Okay, what could have been better? For example, I met with a client today. She's a realtor. And what went well for her today professionally, or this year professionally, is she closed 3 large, decent sized transactions. And I said, okay, I like that. But what I would ask you is to go into more detail. I closed these 3 incredible transactions. Okay, what were the key factors as to why? What went well with that? What did you do? Okay. What actions did you take? What were their personalities? You know, like dig a little deeper and then go over here to what could have been better. What other transactions did you have in your pipeline that you didn't close? What could have been better with them? How could you have? Now, here's a caveat to this. If you ask this question after you go drop off every box of drops and have a conversation with someone, and you just ask yourself, what went well with that conversation? What could have been better? How could I have done a better job of educating that person? How could I have done a better job of serving them? Okay, now, once you do this, and as you're doing this, I want you to be brutally honest. Did I hit my goals? Did I miss my goals? Why? What were the key factors that I missed them? And again, be brutally honest with yourself. This is all about you, for you, okay? This exercise, again, will help you define very clearly your roadmap and the goals and objectives, your top 3 categories of focus, okay? Now, let's define your roadmap. Here are recommended or suggested top 3 categories of focus for you. Number 1, financial and income. So notice that it's personal and professional, and can be interpreted as either, okay? So financial, in my business, I want to generate X amount of revenue. My income from that revenue, personal, I want this. X, that's my number. What is your number? You need to know what your number is. At December 31st, what's your number? December 31st, 2024, what's your number? In both those categories, my business and my income, okay? Number two, health and wellness. Now, health can be the health of your business. It can be cash flow health. It could be whatever that definition is for you. From a wellness perspective, it could be you're working on your overall wellness. You're going to continue to expand your business knowledge. You're going to continue to expand upon your leadership skills. You're going to continue to expand on your human skills because you are a DC and you focus on facts and transaction. You want to work on your people skills and social skills. Again, I'm just making stuff up, but you get where I'm coming from. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So third is faith and family. Working on and having a focus and attention on your faith and your spirituality is very important. And then very importantly, having a focus and intentional discipline to invest in your family and your family life. One of the rules that I have in place is after 7 p.m. at night, good luck getting me to respond to a text or whatever. And there are many of you on the call right now that I know personally. And so I love you, forgive me. But usually past 7 o'clock, I'm unwinding, I'm making a list of things that I wanted to get done today, or I'm just not even wanting to think about work. I might be playing Candy Crush for a few minutes, you know what I mean? Or getting lost a little bit on TikTok. Just to like chill down and unwind because I'm usually in bed and asleep by 8:30, 8:45. So I'm fired up tonight, good luck getting to sleep. But anyway, you get the drift. Personal and professional. We've got to have top 3 categories and then goals and objectives that align with those top 3 categories. Think of it as like a business org chart or a triangle or a house coming down at the floors, okay? Now, next, accountability is about taking care of each other. Be intentional and strategic who you choose. Who do you have around you now supporting your success? Who do you need to add to the mix? Who are you? Who do you need to add to the mix? Okay. If you need help with it, hi, I'm Cynthia. Let's be friends. I'll help you. Okay. Next, celebrate the wins. It's so very important to celebrate every little win because we've got metrics in place. If you set a goal to add 24 brand partners, 6 ultimate out of that, you get where I'm going with that? Then when you hit these little wins along the way, celebrate, please. Just take a moment. Could be a glass of wine, could be a new pair of shoes. I mean, I'm just saying, right? A new bracelet, some bling, something, okay? Now in closing, I need your attention now. Did I remind you of things that you already know? Did I give you something new to think about? Did I do both? I would really like both. But don't just say that in chat because I asked. But please put it in chat. What did you get out of this presentation tonight for you, okay? And then next, these were our 3 objectives. I sincerely hope that you got a little nugget of yumminess out of each one of them that challenges you, that you want to implement, or you even want to know a little bit more about to help propel you forward, okay? And then selfishly, I invite you to follow me on social media. I would love to interact with you. Here is a way to get a copy of my book. And so with that, I'm going to leave this up. Because if you, tonight, is that okay? Can I start talking about that? Andrea, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So tonight, we're going to do a drawing. 3 people are going to get a free copy of my book. It's going to be the print copy. I'm going to write a loving little inspiring message, sign it, send it to you. And then you get a 30-minute one-on-one, and I don't care, we can go 45 minutes, okay? One-on-one with me, because I want to help you be or experience explosive success. Yes? But anybody who picks up a copy of the book gets that with me, okay? And so, time and attention are priceless. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to spend time with y'all tonight. So, Andrea, the floor is yours.
Well, beautiful. Thank you so much. And if you could stop your screen share.
You want me to? I'm gonna stop right now.
Yeah, because
There you go.
so perfect. Hi. So I'm gonna add myself on here. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna add a spotlight, and I'm gonna add Dr. Kristal back if we've still got her. And so guys, we're gonna do this like we do on Coach's Corner. So we looked into some more high-tech stuff and we realized
No.
that's fine. So what we're gonna do is, if you could put in the chat, and I think we have to do the number 3, right, Kristal? We're gonna put
Yeah.
the number 3. I thought that was the best word. So put the number 3 in the chat. I'm gonna
Look at
close
these. They
my-
know what to do. They're
yeah,
like,
they do. They're
"Yeah."
rocking it. I'm gonna close my eyes. We're gonna do this 3 times. So when Kristal tells me to stop, then I'm gonna take a screenshot. So keep throwing them in there. When Kristal tells us, we'll get the first one. We're gonna repeat it. Oh, okay. Whew, that's so stressful. All right. So Jennifer Duke, you are our first winner. So Cynthia, would you want them to send you their phone number? How would you like to get their contact information? You want me to have them text me and I can get it to you? Okay.
Yes,
So
that would be
Jennifer,
perfect.
perfect. Jennifer Duke, please text me. And I can't get my number in there because it's moving too quickly. So, oh, are you telling me to already? Okay, well, Jennifer, I'll tell you how to give my number in just a minute. So tell me when, Kristal.
Now,
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't know who this is. I mean, it's enough that we can figure it out, but V France. So I don't know who V France is. So you're gonna have to give us your full name. We'll do that in a minute. But V France, you are the second winner. Okay, I'll shush. Hold on, let me get not yet.
come on, guys.
Okay.
Uno, dos, tres, now.
All right, we've got Melissa Jacobson. So Melissa Jacobson, congratulations. That was big fun. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for your time, for your expertise, for your generosity.
Absolutely.
I am going to put, okay, I'm sorry. There's a message on my screen that I don't know what it means. I am going to put, oh, am I frozen?
No.
Okay, okay, perfect. So I am going to put my phone number in the chat. So if you are one of our very lucky winners, please text me and send me your phone number. Well, I'm going to have your phone number. Send me your name. Well, send me your phone number anyway, because I'll make it easier to copy. Name, phone number, and that you are a winner of Cynthia's book. And then I will forward that. What?
Email too, please.
And
Because then I'll email them so they can schedule their coaching session with me.
Perfect. I don't think about email, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's
Birds
just
of
my
a feather.
limitation. We all have different strengths and, oh gosh, what do we say?
Lesser strengths.
Lesser strengths. So there
No
we go.
weaknesses. I don't believe
Not
in
weakness, it's a
weaknesses.
lesser strength. So I love that. Cynthia, that was amazing. Thank you so much for your time. I'm off to order the book because I can't wait to get it. And yes, Kristal, tell me.
I want you to make sure you get it.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Well, one, it's really, really good. And I'm going to read it again. And the reason I'm going to read it again is my team, we want to give because we know the more we give, the more we receive. And the more we receive, the more we give. And that's just how it works, right? So my father, Dave Vance, for, oh my gosh, 18 years plus, did a Saturday morning book review every Saturday for 18 plus years. And he has decided to resume one Saturday a month that he's going to do a book review. And the very first one is going to be on this book. And so what he does is you're now being notified this is the book. And then in, I believe it's February, I'll get the date and the information out. He will be doing a book review in how it relates to our business.
Woo.
So he takes every book and relates it back to our business. So look forward to that. We'll actually give you the 3 books of the quarter, because sometimes you like to have multiple books going. But the first one is going to be Cynthia's Magic of 3. Magical Power of 3.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, I cannot wait for that and can't wait to get my hands on it. And thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you, Dr. Kristal, for setting this up and making this possible. And guys, thank you for tuning in with us. We love you so much. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas. This was a gift, so thank you for this Christmas gift this evening. And I hope you guys have a beautiful holiday. Enjoy the time with your friends and family. And we cannot wait to see you back in 2024. So love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And
Merry
have a great
Christmas,
evening.
everybody.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry